go to Sandoria. Told us to board the airship, so we might as well take advantage. I believe we have to go down to Port Juno, right? Yeah. While we're here, I think at this point it's tradition we go and try and kill that Rhapsody boss again. Durgan. Got the Bard. Healer. And of course, our Black Mage. Oh dear. Oh no, I hit it. Okay. I think my dragon died. Okay, I can call him back though at least. Whoa. He is still around. dear. It's gonna hurt. Wait. Oh my god, I killed it! Oh, thank god. Hello, L. Finally got the fucking thing. Supposed to go in now, right? Yes. Oh my god. Where the hell were you in all that? A battle worthy of the Master. Forgive me for pointing out the obvious, but the monster clearly came from beyond the vortex. We must not let fear overwhelm us. Come, Lion needs saving. The other dimension awaits. Oh dear. At last. There she is. Oh dear. We may have just made more problems. Lady Lion. Tula. And who's this? So you're the one who's joined us from the future. I'm not one to put stock in fairy tales, yet here we are in this alternate dimension, so I'm willing to believe your tale. Suppose there are worse outcomes of being sucked up by a vortex. And look who saved me. Don't let your guard down for a second. It may look like the sanctuary is Zeta, but it is not the one we know. Are you the one known as Zed? Or Zed? Maybe it's supposed to be Zed. That's right. You must be Iroha. Aldo has told me much about it. You know, I had to investigate as soon as I heard something was amiss. The only color here is the color of death. This empty husk is void of anything that we would call nature. First thing I noticed about this place is the striking resemblance to Sanctuary Zeta, located in northeastern Mindartia. Zeta. Yes, I have run across that name several times before. It is when the Master first visited Race Jima. He said there was a sanctuary there, much like one in my homeland. I had envisioned it to be more bursting with splendor. Its layout and features resemble Zeta, of that there can be no doubt. Magic and warmth are gone, like we are in a different world entirely. Or is this the future? I do not believe so. If the coming emptiness is the soul of the world, I would be more inclined to believe that we are catching a glimpse of what that smaller world would be like. Did you hear that? Bell? But where? Who goes there? Zed, Lion, please stay with us. Something foul is afoot. The world blurred and I took leave of myself. We were under its thrall. It gives me chills just thinking about it. If the clamoring has ceased, then we may yet find respite. Master, this may be the world we refer to as Eska. So much to learn, but your words that day will always stay with me. When the darkness first came, the Middle Lands were the first to be assaulted. Swaths of land were consumed, leaving a colorless landscape where life once thrived. It marked the beginning of the end, and that world you said was known as Eska. Yet the annals say that the emptiness first started to appear many years hence, so why now? Why here? What if history were being rewritten? Could be that my returning to your time has placed a stick in the wheel of fate. Has the darkness come with me? This may sound counterintuitive. I fear we must change the future if we are to save the past. You are right. That is rather difficult to wrap my head around. Iroha, is there no way to purge this Eska from our land? Or that I have the answers you seek? Then only one path lies open to us. Figure out what we can for ourselves. As if this land were not dangerous enough. Now we have that unholy bell to contend with. A perilous reality at best. Maybe we should return to the Mother Crystal first. Have you any insight, Lion? I think with my gut. I can feel her calling out to me. Lion? Wait! I don't know what role she has to play, but her intimate bond with the future is beyond denial. Master, perhaps it would be best if we follow her. This is a new place. So it sounds like we would need to go back to one of those shrines again. Where's that ether? There it is. Let's continue the story for now. They want us to take an airship, so we might as well take an airship. Since the Emperor gave us permission to use the airships now, oh, we need Zandoria, so not this one. This dock, we need a dock over here. Okay, now I can see your chat. Okay. You got the Final Fantasy cards yesterday? Nice. I know some friends of mine have already bought some Final Fantasy cards. And a lot of them are just kind of stupidly powerful. At least they have the potential to be. Which I do find hilarious. I'm still just of the opinion that Final Fantasy already has a card game, so why would I buy their crossover in another one? $200 gil to board a departure. Oh, you rapscallion. For another boat ride. Is there's like is there like any waiting for this? Oh, at least a little bit. I'm kind of scared to go up to the deck just because of the boat. When you travel by boat, the deck's always like crowded with monsters, so I'm kind of like nervous just to go up here. Are there monsters up there? At the moment, at least. About 1 hour, 3 minutes. Okay. We have a 3-minute airship ride. I do think it's really neat that this game gave us the experience of actually like having the ability to take vehicles if you want to. It is one of those things that most modern RPGs don't do this anymore, and I know why. It's because most players like don't want to wait through this time period in general just to get to where they're going. But I still like that it could still like be an optional thing, because I technically don't have to do this in most circumstances. I can just use the Aetherytes to pop back and forth between places. I do think it would be nice for players to have the option of taking boats and airships in other games, just on the off chance that they want to. All it costs is your time. That's it. Use the pilot. Reach Sandoria in less than a minute, it says. Do you know what cards you did pull, Al? Any legendaries? Or mythics, whatever they call that orange rarity. I don't remember. I think it's mythic, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's mythic. Alright. Oh, I thought you were the arrivals man. Time to enter the city. correctly, didn't I need to speak with, key item. That's right. I didn't make this. Oh dear. Attempted assassination at the Chateau d'Orgueil. Whale lay unconscious and in poor condition. Returned to Sandoria immediately. I see. Probably need to go speak to either the king or the brothers. Either way, I need to go to the chateau. No, there you are. You've rushed back from Juneau upon hearing the news, right? Well, we've taken care of those bandits already. Well, Haver's exaggerating again, with talk of a botched assassination. What could he mean by the king falling unconscious? Surely he's not calling adventurers to the chateau over such nonsense. Such brigands cannot stand before the might of the Temple Knights. His whisperings dishonor our nation. Do you not agree? Kurila, are you there? Yes, Your Majesty. Very good. Your leadership was exemplary as always. Thanks to you, I may focus on my duties. You are too kind, Your Majesty. However, Kurila, there seems to be something you overlooked. Your Majesty? During the uproar, somebody made off with a talisman. The talisman, Your Majesty? Not the one that keeps the Shadow Lord imprisoned. The very one we were visited by an infiltrator while our eyes were on the brigands. So the intruders were but a decoy. I suspected them so. Who might know the talisman's existence even among Sandorians, Your Majesty? If you're someone bent on bringing the Shadow Lord back from his exile, did this. Before we track down this infiltrator, first we must thwart their sinister plot. However, let us decide on a plan of action. Kurila, be not disheartened. By no means was this your fault. Call off the alert and return to your regular duties. Well, Tula, your help is needed yet again. Haver will convey my orders soon enough. Remember, you have our thanks. Shall begin immediate discussions on a policy for action. Tula, you must work on improving your skills and equipment. Speak not of the attempt on the king's life, nor of this business with the Shadow Lord, lest panic grip the kingdom. Okay, so they might be saying I need to go report to one of those guard posts to get the next mission. Do you have anything new for me, oh Sparks, buddy? Level 42. So my next one's at 48. Damn. What about armor? Oh, I can use other. Oh, I can use stabs. That's neat. We need armor. So there's level 40. Am I wearing this already? Am I wearing iron? No! Okay, so I can already get new armor at least. I gotta sell shit though. Yeah, I gotta sell a lot of shit. Alright. Actually. Oh! Did I don't remember buying this, but evidently I did. Okay. Never mind, I've already got everything. So we just gotta hit a level 48 and then we'll be fine. Andrasian, old buddy. Yeah. Another thing, it's like I don't remember the name of this mission. Yeah, we just did the Magicite. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do not need to do that one. Okay. Magicite mission. Yeah, okay. I thought this was it. I was right. Okay. Ruins of Fei Yin. That's our next mission. There you are. I'm looking for you. Monterley Havre, request your presence at the chateau immediately. Sounds as if this is a fairly important mission. I need not remind you that you should take care to properly equip yourself before embarking on this journey. Not sure what it's about, but you best make haste. Monterley is not to be kept waiting. I've never heard of a Monterley before. I don't know if that was a position in monarchies for a while. Who knows? Maybe it was a French-only thing. Nope, okay, I think this is... Yeah, that was made up for this game. Got it. Made up rank. Never mind. Havre, my old racist buddy guy, give me the orders. Come to a decision at last. So we will send an expedition to the accursed Northlands. On the ancient ruins of Fei Yin, northeast of the Bosidine Glacier. Of course, you'll be going too. The ruins are those of a city built by an ancient civilization we believe was more advanced than our own. The race that lived there called themselves the Zillart. We have found similar ruins on Cape Terrigan to the south. Amazingly, they both remain, though they were built long ago. It's as if some unseen force defies time to protect them. Once 30 years ago, an international expedition was sent to the Northlands. They were to uncover the secret of the Zillart's power. They returned empty-handed, I need you to head to the Bosidine Glacier and scour the ruins of Fei Yin yourself. Oh, I think we saw what happened to those guys. Yeah, they came back empty-handed and 3 bodies lighter. The ruins are overrun with fiends, you know. Captured from the Shadow Lord 20 years ago with cost them many lives. Set a seal on the ruined Colosseum to strengthen the barrier of the Northlands from the inside. You must find it and use this new seal to strengthen its magic if necessary. Yes, I'm concerned about the Shadow Lord's return, but if the border falls and the Nether Beasts pass into our realm, all in this world will fall to ruin. New Fei Yin seal. I do want to see what the new. I do want to double check to make sure that this new Rhapsody objective is just to go to one of the temples that's in the 3 regions, because then I can probably hit that up and then keep going. Since I have a feeling this objective is going to take us to quite a long place. I'm looking at a map. Okay, so it's connected to Battalia Downs. That's connected to Jonar Forest and Juno. Okay, so yeah, we just have to go past Juno and we can get there. So that's not much of a struggle. Going through our Rhapsodies. Sure we did. Just checking to make sure. Okay, yeah, we did that one. So, okay, we did that one, and then... Yeah, so I have to go back to any one of the crags. Okay. Just checking. Okay, so we will go do that now. There we go. Craig, which one do you guys have? No, yours wasn't in Ronfaur. Was it in Silkheim? Yeah, Latan. What about Jonar Forest? Oh, that connects to the glacier I have to go to anyway. So yeah, we can head here. Yeah, and there's a survival guide right next to the forest. So yeah, we can do this. We can do this up. Survival guide, is that in this area? Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, we got my Switch 2. You can kind of see it in the back there. It's charging. I didn't get the Mario Kart bundle because I don't really care for Mario Kart. But I did buy... I did buy the remaster for Bravely Default because that is one of my favorite RPGs to come out within like a long time. My Durgan. Azure, there you are. Okay. Just sit out for a minute. Yeah, Bravely Default's one of my favorite RPGs. Hopefully they'll also remaster Bravely Second, because Bravely Second is a really, really good improvement on Bravely Default. And I still believe that Bravely Second has one of the best new game pluses of any RPG, and I don't think any of them will ever try to do it the same way that Bravely Second did. I genuinely think that. Yeah, I turned on Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity recently. I turned that back on. Like, I didn't touch that game for like years. Just because like I thought it was okay at best. And I still kinda do. Like I said, my opinion on Age of Calamity has changed over time as well. I think it's still pretty fun as like a Dynasty Warriors spin-off. As far as like a Hyrule Warriors game, I guess it does enough. It's Dynasty Warriors gameplay with Zelda characters. I think that's fine. But I do think that it gets, and I do like how it looks. I think that using the Breath of the Wild art style is really cool. Seeing all that in motion with all those enemies. But I do think it kind of gets a little lost in its own sauce a little bit on how you upgrade things. My back gets a little complicated and tedious. Yeah. Okay, so going back to this game though, we are actually at the point where your choice of country no longer matters. At least relatively, it no longer matters. From this point onwards into the main story, your objectives are basically the same. The only difference is who you're talking to. I need to go north? Yes, north. North and then west. Yeah, because the reason why is because obviously at this stage in the story, people are concerned the Shadow Lord is coming back, and each of the three main nations has an artifact that keeps the Shadow Lord at bay. All of them are getting their artifacts stolen. So at this point, yeah, everyone's in it together, so your objectives are basically the same. And I'm sure it's just a coincidence of coincidences that a lot of this shit is occurring just as we went to go visit country number 4, which is the result of revolutionaries, and they have an absolute monopoly over the airship travel market. And as my understanding, actually, I think they're the only ones who control who can and can't board airships, which is absolutely fucked. Like, I can't imagine it being like the United, like it would be the equivalent of the United States determining, who in France is allowed to board international planes anywhere, because that's the thing, is that not all the airships go to Juneau; they go everywhere. So it's like, that's fucking absurd. I guess I have to go in through the other side? Alright. But anyway, I'm sure that won't have anything to do with the fact that if you've played Dissidia NT, which is a game that's quite a number of years old at this point, you have already seen that Camino fights for the villain side in that game. Master. Oh dear. Lion? Lion! I saw it again. Tilla, that special orb you have is a relic from the future. Maybe that explains the visions I've been having. If what it portends is true, then there's nothing we can do to stop the darkness from approaching. Tilla, I saw nothing about whether or not you were there to try to stop it. What if there is no one to stand up for Vana'diel? Will it perish with but a whimper? Lion, perhaps it is because the orb is not yet fully illuminated. I agree. Yet we learned about the coming darkness before the light could fully arrive, likely ushering it in before we were ready. I know not what the two of you are on about, so I will ask one simple question. What can we do? Tilla, another image that floated before my eyes was one of you vanquishing the Shadow Lord. The Shadow Lord! And the crystal spoke to you when you did. Then it all falls into place. We must stand steadfast against the Lord of the Beastmen in order to set history upon its proper course. In the future from which I hail, the Master faced many threats, not just this one, and it came to be known as one of Vana'diel's most storied heroes. Master, you must take your first steps along that path. Stop the Shadow Lord. Now you know everything that I do. I'll be with you every step of your journey to conquer the Shadow Lord. We now have Lion as a trust! Woo! What? Lady Lion, allow me to express my gratitude. Your honesty and strength of spirit has taken physical form, and you can use it. Then you're quite welcome. In the meantime, I'll continue my search for information about the Shadow Lord. Zed, what do you plan on doing? Gilgamesh has asked me to report back as soon as I know something, so my first order of business is to return to Norg. Lion and Zed, your assistance has been invaluable. Master, I intend to learn all I can about that bell. I await good news about the Shadow Lord's defeat. Until then. Now the guy did specifically say that the next major upgrade that we get comes around level 80, so they said to specify, or they specified waiting until you make a pretty good amount of progress to do any more Rhapsodies at this point. Make room in your inventory. Ah, what the fuck. Ish. I'm sorry, do I not have? What? What? Okay, I guess I am equipping under the ring. Oh, right. Yeah, no. When did I get this ring? I do not know, but I have one. I see, it may have been a mistake to fill this up. Remember what that was for. Pretty sure I can buy the spell, so it'll be fine. I think I can buy these scrolls. If I can't, I'll... If I need to buy that, if I need to grind for them for whatever reason, so be it. Bido, Treasure chest and Bido. I don't think I need that much anymore, but we'll find out. Rhapsodies of Vanity. Order copper amens. Alright. Oh, right, I forgot I could do that. And level calories. Oh, that's not right. Okay, so we're gonna definitely need our cap increased. Alright. That's gonna be sooner rather than later. Yeah, we need to clear up to rank 6, which is beating the Shadow Lord. That is rank 6. So yeah, we have to basically finish the story in order for us to continue the Rhapsodies anyway. Now we have to head on over. We're northeast now. Now we have to go over to the Bodine Glacier, which we can get through the woods. Somehow. Oh yeah, I've got a ways to go before I get to my next level. This path I need, right? Yep. This will take us to the forest, which we can use to get to Atalia, which we can use to get to the glacier. Alright, so we're going to the northwest. Simple as that. Northeast. I passed geography, I promise. Oh, right, I forgot. I technically should resummon my trust. Especially considering that's a tiger. Good idea. Just in case if things aggroed. Wait a minute. Clash of Titans. Battle between Irvalar as Korsaro and became all the rage. Which is another breeding it increases one's polearm skill. Ha! Fuck it. Oh, won't let me read it. What do you mean I can't read it? I'm supposed to get... Also, wait a second. What am I supposed to get an alter ego for Lion? Go... Yeah, I was. So... We at least get okay, so we did get this. So we got the Rhapsody in Umber, that's correct. We didn't get Lion's Cipher, which is strange. I'll need to see if that's happened to other people. Because it could be that it's actually a reward in like the next quest or something like that. So that has happened with this Wiki, unfortunately, that sometimes people like forget things, or they'll have things they'll like forget which quest exactly gives you the reward, or they will say something out of order, or maybe like it did that at one time, then update it no longer does, and they just don't make a note about it. Wait, what? Chains Promethea. Okay, Out-Ergon. Oh, so these are the expansions. I have the ability to go into once I find the places. Alright. Ah, that's what I can track what I need to do with that. Okay. Alright, so if I just follow the path, I will make it to Batilia Downs. There's an insignia for Juno. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I don't think I have a map. Do I have a map to Batilia Downs? I do. Oh, I did queue up the book there. Alright. Thought that I had. teleporting to this. It's going to be in the northeast. Northwest. God damn it, I keep fucking it up. Follow around this mountain trail. Damn. So I know you're not about to fight me. Okay, I think we're at level, so now we can just work our way over. Or at least I thought I could. I guess I need to find a way to get higher. Get up there. Get up there, you. Nope, okay. only I had a damn jump button. How am I supposed to get up there? You're a person? What's going on? Well, your first sub quest, I'm imagining. Yeah, and it's going back that way. Okay. Alright, so we need... How am I supposed to get there? Okay. Trying to see how I'm supposed to get up there. Because I need to go to that northwest corner over in like this area. This is where I need to go. There's a giant, but there's a like a level stopping me from getting up there. Trying to figure out if there's like another way in. It's not as obvious. Try going there. Better than nothing. I think my next best option is to just take this around and see where I can go. Maybe there's a tunnel or something that the map's not showing me. That's pretty common. The map, unfortunately, does not show tunnels. Or dungeon entrances. So I might need... Let's walk back down here. You know what? This might be it. It might be that there's like a tunnel underneath these mounds I can take. Eldim Necropolis. I don't think I'm supposed to be here yet. I see. Alright, I need to see how we're supposed to get up there. Trading flowers. Huh. So it looks like this Ron flower. There's no way. Go through Rongamon Pass and east roundabout. Okay. Where is that? see. So it looks like this is some kind of like a dungeon or something. Oh, you know what? I think this is what they wanted me to do. Yes, I think this is what they wanted me to do. They wanted me to go east around power. Because I think I had to come here before. Well, okay, I didn't have to come here before, but I think this is what they wanted me to do in the first place. Okay, so I will be right back. And when I come back, we'll do that plan. We're going to go to Eastbound Power and head through that pass. 1 second. Alright. We are back, and I have a plan of attack. So... yeah, as far as the maps not being clear, yeah, I think that was done on purpose, because you have to remember, this was in a time and age when it was expected. Not only would you be playing this game with friends, but information about where stuff was would probably be passed around the internet before the devs would have to like tell you anything. So that's kind of why the maps are the way they are, and that they only label like the obvious entrance and exit, and they don't label the dungeons or anything in between stuff. So I need... So we need to head to East Ronfaur, so I'm gonna need to take that book. I don't remember getting a book over in that region. So if I didn't, I'll just have to go to Sandoria and walk out there. But the good news is it's not a long trek. Once we walk out of the city, we can just head right there. Yeah, apparently in order for you to climb up the cliff over here, you need to get like flowers or something and trade that to an NPC or a wall or something, and that'll let you climb it. So there's some other like mechanic or side quest or whatever involved, and I don't have it, and who cares? We have our new way. I imagine if I was using, I imagine if I was coming from Windurst or Bastok, they might say, you know, go to East Ronfaur in Sandoria. Since I started in Sandoria, it might have been expected that I'd already gone and explored the areas around it. And I would have found this place when I was underleveled and maybe remembered it. Okay, we're on our way there. Yeah, I have West Ronfaur, but not East, so we'll go to Sandoria. Also, yeah, so I tried to figure out what the deal is with that Monrelay, because Monrelay Haver. because he's always just called Haver, and people will say Monterley like it's his job. Like they'll say, speak to the Monterley, or they'll just say like speak to the Monterley, or speak to him, speak to the Monterley guy, speak to Monterley Haver. So I feel like that's supposed to be his job. Apparently, according to the FF11 wiki, that's his name. Apparently Monterley is his name, not his job. Even though they talk about it like it is his job. This is a very bizarre choice if I've ever seen one. Now we gotta move to the east. I love my little dragon buddy. He's surprisingly helpful. And it's gonna go to the northeast. We're getting there. Go around a bend or two, and then we'll be done. At least we'll be at the pass. When we go through the pass, then we will be able to get to our glacier and do our thing. Looks like Jack woke up from his nap. Okay. Rangamon Pass. Come through here and we will get to the glacier. First things first, we need to summon our buddies. A new area with new enemies. Will I get some vacation this summer? Probably not, just because I have to keep working, and also because of Jack's vet appointments, that they eat up most of my paid time off right now. Because the vet's been playing around with Jack's insulin dose just to make sure that he's. We were looking to see like exactly what state his diabetes is in. So I've been playing around with his dosage of his insulin and his food and stuff, so I've had to eat up a lot of time off just for those. Yeah, other than that though, yeah, I don't get so I'm not going to be really getting a whole lot of time off, unfortunately. Most of my days seem to be getting eaten by this old man in my arm. Yeah. Jack's health is important? Yes, it is. And he's my boy. He's my little guy, and he always will be. Goblin Weaver, Goblin Thug. Okay, so far they're not aggressive. Watch the door for unspeakable terrors lurk on the far side. Quickly I must close it. quite yet. Prashant? The door never to return. I just want to make sure that I need to go through this door. Where am I? Yeah. I have to go through the door, so we're gonna be going north. Yeah. We're gonna be focusing on going north, east as much as possible again. Where is it? There it is. I am not afraid. Alright. Leecher is a name I've seen before. Secret Bats I'm pretty sure we've also seen. I don't know about Muggers. I don't know about Goblin Muggers. Those might be a new class. I'm going to focus on going north. North when possible and east when possible. That's generally what we need to do. There's a cave scorpion. We're probably gonna need to kill that. Can we get around it? Okay. Got around it, so there shouldn't be any problem with that. Mostly my concern was just I didn't want to fight it, get killed, and then have to come all the way back here. That was my only concern. We go east. Oh, these are new classes. These are new tiers. Oh. This is bad. So I can't hurt this thing. So it sounds like I need to just go. Fighting these was a mistake. Oh god, Goblin Chaser Tanner. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Hoodoo Artificer. Oh, this is getting worse. Oh dear. Fuck! I avoided the first one. I was hoping I could avoid that one. Yep, down I go. Alright. Though I should make my point closer to the book. think he was left with the Scorpion. I'm checking that map. Yeah, I went through the... I'm trying to make sure, is I okay? Yeah, I went through the door. I got to a Scorpion. I think I did a left. I'm pretty sure I did a right. And I think I... No, I think I did the right path, but it was just that I aggroed enemies. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened, was I just aggroed too many things. I was wasn't expecting the enemies in here to be that high level. Especially when like the first two sets are all things I've already fought, so I could deal with them relatively easily. And then I get Vile Suckers and whatever the hell those Ahriman lookalikes were. And it says, nope, you die today. Let's see. It's not ideal. I think if I die again, I should still be fine. I'm going to bet. Check our enemies. Okay, so it says Scorpions of 30 to 33. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, that's why I couldn't do shit. They were level 80 enemies. Gotcha. So we go through here. We go north. We have our first Scorpion. Turn. Oh, there's a book here? Oh, that's different. Anyway, we go left here. And we're not going to fight things this time. then, yeah, we turn right here. God damn it! So north. We go east. Stick over here. And we're just gonna hang off here. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright. I need invis. I need, what is it? What's it called? Flash powder or something? Sparkle powder or something like that? I need, because those guys are aggroed by sight or sound? Hovering Oculus, sound, and sight. Fuck. Alright. Yeah, so that fucking sucks. Okay. See. This is a problem. And of course I forgot to set the one in Rulu Gardens as my home point. I need to do that. Because those are like level 80 enemies. That was only about 100 XP. I'm trying to think. No, because I have to go that way. What about Sharkabard? So if the enemies on this way are too strong, what is Sharkabard? Also saw Bali space on the ground. I mean, there's higher level enemies this way. But what connects me? The ground range. Okay. What connects that? Bear Claw Pinnacle. Okay. Okay, and nothing this way. Alright. Can't get to Sharkabard in any easy fashion. Probably because I'm intended to get there through the glacier instead. So today downs we need to trade flowers. Let's see. Oh dear, okay. So I need invisibility and sneak. Oh my god. Alright, so I need to see what gives me invisibility and sneak. There's items that'll give me those. That's the spell. Where are the items? Prism powder, okay. Where do I get prism powder? For synthesis. Purchase from Dolan I haven't been to. Okay, so I can buy it from a Moogle. Gotcha. Okay. So I can buy prism powder from a Moogle, and I'll probably also have whatever I need to get sneak. Yeah, I don't give a shit about these vouchers. Am I maxed on my weapon levels? No way. Yeah, I can be maxed out on full arm. Ah. Either way, so we gotta go to Sandoria. Which one's got the port? Port Sandoria is northern, okay. So I found a Reddit post that said to grab Invisible and Sneak because apparently the monsters that were in that tunnel got replaced when the level cap was raised with these level 90 monstrosities. And now this one I effectively have two options. Either I switch to White Mage and grind that up to an absurd amount. Soul Mage for the Invisible and Sneak spells. Just across that one hallway, and even then probably the only safe way I would have to do that is if I made it my secondary class, which means I would need to grind it up pretty high. Pretty sure it would have to be higher than my current job. I think it looked like it requires at least level 25 to use that spell, so I'd have to bring it up to 50. And then I would have to get this thing to 50, so that's a whole lot of time spent doing nothing. Just across one room. I need to find out Moogle. There's supposed to be a curio vendor Moogle somewhere here. Curio vendor Moogle. Oh, it's all over there by the residential area. Of course it is. Curio vendor, perfect. I need, what would it be? Medicine? Prism powder. Just need one of you. And one silent oil. Right. Yep. Perfect. So we need to go back to a book. From what I saw, the effect of these things varies, but it's a minimum of 5 minutes. So we can probably use it. So we can probably start we can probably use them once we go past that scorpion, and we see the first of those eye dudes. Probably the best time to turn that on. Oh. Call Durgan. Now, given that I'm not expecting to fight anything in here, just because of the sheer power gap between the oculi and these dudes. Yeah, because I'm too powerful for everything before them, and I'm not powerful enough to fight after them. So I think I should be okay to not have any trust with me, just in the event that those somehow factor into the sound sight aggro thing. We turn left here. We have to go north and east pretty much as much as we can. Okay, there's our guys. Prison powder. Silent oil. Oh! I can't have both. And they aggro off of both sight and sound. Okay. This just got dangerous. I imagine sound would be more important because I can at least walk around them. Probably. Hopefully. Fuck. Yeah, that's about right. And they turned off my sound. I'm being fun. You're still chasing me, aren't you? Yeah. Yep, there I go. Hmm. Probably gonna need to buy... So I'm going to need to use those. That's definitely true, but I can only use one at a time. I can't use them both together. So... I know they say they aggro from sound. And that's the part that's gotten me concerned. Because on the one hand, it's like if I dampen my sound, I can walk around them. When there's a room full of guys that... Like, even if they can't see me, they'll hear me. And even if they can't hear me, they can see me. I could try prioritizing. You can, but you need to use something. That's a weird, okay. That's a weird priority. That's a very weird priority setup. I would think it wouldn't matter what you use. Let's buy 3 of each. Little tension. Act like a glutton for attention. Never enough of this one. Oop. That one. This. It's gonna take me a minute before I can summon my buddy again. Alright, so I'm going to try doing that. We're gonna go past the scorpion. So it's oil first, then powder. You have to be silent, then invisible. It can't be the other way around, or else the game just decides you're not allowed. Because from what it sounded like on the Reddit post, ordinarily we would have been just fine going through here. we would have maybe had to fight the enemies on the way out, but we would have been fine. But for whatever reason, when they reworked that last part of the area, their level cap, any action removes invisible. Oh. Alright. Kind of makes sense. I mean, in the sense that using an item as an action, I guess. I don't know, I've just never had to use these before. I've just never used them. I've always just, like, pretty much every time the game has warned me to use, that could have been bad. Anytime the game has warned me to use these things before, I've always either I've always been, like, powerful enough, or I've had the trust around to help me. Okay. So far, so good. Now we have a minimum of 5 minutes to get to the end. Anytime you can go north or east, or anytime you can go east, go east. Anytime you can go north, go north. Except for here. Here, if you go north, that's a dead end, so don't. Oh my goodness. How are new players supposed to get through here again? Was it by doing this? Because this doesn't seem like it was correct. What are you? Oh shit. Yeah, you're not going to be survival guy. They don't have 2 survival guys in the same place. So, yeah, I can just keep going. Okay. Through the pass. We're at the glacier. I do not have a map of this place. It's fine. Weirdly, it doesn't specify, so I'm at E10. About, oh, so this is, oh, okay, so I came in through here. Alrighty then. Lazy devs instead of creating new areas in the race to cap, they ruined the older ones. You know what? That does not sound incorrect. I know, Sour Tabaruda has that problem as well. There's several missions we have to go through, like the back catacomb areas, and they've got really high level enemies in there. Now, most of them aren't aggressive. Like, I think their aggro is, like, turned down by a lot, but even so, though, it's just the fact that they exist at all is kind of scary and absurd. Especially if you've got new players or people who are new to MMOs in general and don't know what aggro is. And okay. Oh, we found our first set of enemies. I just gotta wait 5 minutes before I can call my buddy. Oh, I did use it. Okay. I mean, it's supposed to be pretty low level compared to me if they're only dropping a few hundreds. I'm surprised we're aggroing them. So looking at our goal should be oh. I'm gonna make sure. Okay. I think I know where I need to go. So we gotta go to J4 by the looks of things. RG 10. Okay, depending on what I see. the sound of aggro. Oh, I missed. As the Crow Flies? I have no idea what As the Crow Flies even is. I'm assuming it's... I'm assuming you're talking about like some way to get up and down slopes. I know we need to get to J4, so we're going northeast again. It's not direct, and no, I get. I did see a map of this place, and yeah, it looks confusing. Like, I was all about just trying to find a pathway through. It was kind of confusing. I couldn't tell where like a path was or was not, so we'll have to figure it out. Name Azure Come and Collect. A couple of tigers. Oh, that's one of those ruins that's over in Winders. Enemies on me here right now, so I'll double check my map. We're at G9 next to a tower. Okay, so we are on this path. Interesting. Okay. J4 maybe. Okay, so we're close. Looks like we need to be on the bottommost path. Looks like we need to be on the bottommost path. If we go directly east from here, I should be able to at least see it. east. Okay, so the path I need to take, I think it's this one down here. So I'm at H9. Yeah, overlooking. Yeah, it's the 2 paths down. So I should have. Yeah, so I'd go down here, and then down there. Okay. I have at least an idea. So there should be. That's not good. Okay. Think I know where I need to go. So according to the map, there should be a down ramp south of me somewhere. Well, even if it's not a ramp, I can at least go down. Pretty sure it was a ramp though. Yeah, I must have walked past it. There is supposed to be a ramp. It's supposed to be right in the beginning. Okay. Unless. Let's see, for H9. Oh, I'm already down there. I'm already on the down. Okay, I'm already. Okay, so I am in a different spot from where I thought I was. Gotcha. Okay. So we're just gonna go, so then we go north and we're gonna take a ramp down. Show me that map. If I just keep following this around, I should eventually hit a ramp that leads me down to the path below. Then we'll need to go back. Double back around. Here's our ramp down. If I remember right, we have to go back down. Here we go back down, and then that's going to be I-9. Yeah, so then once we get to I-9, then we just go north and follow that up. So there should be a ramp in I-9. Is that in front of me? Looks like it. That's it, Asher. You blow that fire breath. We're gonna take this down. And once we get down here, we're just gonna go north and just keep going that way. Pretty much just gonna need to follow this straight up. You have to course correct a little bit here and there, but we should be fine. Yeah. He's back. Alright. Yeah, this is normal. Go this way. I'm sure that's not concerning at all. Moving on. I need to go down again? Yeah, so we go down again. Here. Then we should be able to get to our next dungeon-ish place. And that's a little bit. It's supposed to be the entrance is in J4. If we go directly north, we'll be getting there at some point. Yeah, there's another one of those temples. And this one looks substantially worse for wear. The orange one is mine. There are none like him. There are none like him, and I don't want any others. But my goodness. That looks like my way in. Fagin. Got ourselves a cutscene. Start. "30 years ago, the three nations, Winders, Bastok, and Sandoria, sent an expedition to investigate this cursed land. The Galka swordsman Raugrim, the Hume monk Cornelia, the Hume warrior Ulrich, the Elvan knight Frank mage, and the Tower white mage Irkiru, and the Mithra ranger Rabantah were the members of the expedition. All of them were great heroes of their people. They had to cut the expedition short, and an accident claimed 2 of their group. Raugrim and Cornelia were the ones who died in the accident. The others are said to have suffered violent deaths themselves after their return. Perhaps they had awakened the curse that was said to be buried in this land. May have called forth the ancient bane. The ancient bane, the shadow of darkness, an image of the Shadow Lord, told us that our kinds were the one that had awakened him. That he would spread the bane that will destroy Vanadil from our cowardice, rage, envy, arrogance, and apathy. His image, I see. The great bane will devour the fair land of Vanadil. The ancient seal will be broken, awakening nightmares of ages past. The blood of innocence will soak the earth, and the world will fall into fear and despair. But as one bright star shines through the clouds at night, and as one song rings clear above the roar of beasts, we hold to one hope in these darkest of times. That they will come with the wisdom of ages, and the strength of thousands, to deliver us from our plight. We await the awakening of the Warriors of the Crystal." That's an old song. It's called Warriors of the Crystal, isn't it? I don't mean the Warriors of Light. Just an old wives' tale. I don't know why I mentioned it. I must go. I do not expect to find much, but something troubles me. Again, looks like we've hit the next. Yep, that's a dungeon. Okay. Groundstone. Not a survival guide? Ooh, that's gonna suck. Alright. Okay, enemies here. Oh. Those are notorious. Regulars. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. Say go east to K8. Ah, shit. I should have figured they were aggressive. Ah, shit. We got a third one in here. And just gonna run for the entrance and hope I survive. Okay. All right. It has been about 3 hours, which is normally about the longest that I try to go for. So I appreciate you guys being here. Next time we'll try to get this dungeon cleared, and from what it looks like, we're nearly done with, or at least I shouldn't say done, but we are approaching a climax so far. We're getting close to a major boss fight. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys being here. I hope you'll be here next time. I won't be streaming tomorrow. I've got things going on. I'm going to a baseball game tomorrow. Yeah, I should be back to streaming though next weekend. And yeah, I hope you can enjoy